Yo, yo, yo. Coming back in this bitch for another little talk. I got my homies today. I think this is gonna be a deep talk, but I don't even know. I don't even know how to start this bit because there's so much shit going on. You'd be like, where to start, and that's what I think I want to talk about because I think I want the beginning of this. I think I mentioned the last video that the release the Snyder Cut movement, all this shit that's going on in the world right now, I think we saw it approaching first because we all know everybody's worried about this coronavirus shit, but some people are trying to connect that to 5G radiation satellites and radiation exposure on cell towers, which the technology exists and that could actually happen. As you know, if you watch this Go Deep series that I've been doing. So when we start talking about 5G, and I had a conversation on Facebook today, and I it's my homegirl, but I told her, I said, no, a lot of times, because she's like a Democrat, and I don't know, wanted to blame like Trump or some shit, and then she would not really. She was just asking me why don't I talk about Trump involvement in this. So all right, I will talk about Trump's involvement, and it ties into our involvement because we saw it coming first with the 5G shit. So if we start talking about like the beginning, looking back at it, Christopher Nolan was warning us about this that's going on right now. He was warning us about this in the Dark Knight trilogy. Energy weapons, scare tactics. Let me turn that shit off. Energy weapons, scare tactics to scare the public, stock market crashes, all kind of shit. Illuminati, free energy, the hacking of free energy, and the explosion of a nuclear or energy weapon in New York City. He was telling us about it. We look at right now this 5G, free energy weapons could possibly being hacked, and probably even if it's not used in New York City right now, it has probably been hacked, and the threat of it being used is probably why New York is locked down right now. To be honest, to be truthful, the threat of it being used is probably why New York is being locked down. Because think about this. Whoever owns this technology, whoever holds this technology controls the world, or what usually with the cell towers is whatever country the cell towers is in. But now they put them in satellites and they can control the world. So imagine if the that energy weapon that Liam Neeson had on Batman Begins, imagine if that was put on a satellite. And all around the world, because free energy, this microwave, this is all this is microwave technology. We just can't see it with our eyes, but like if you put something in a microwave, right? It cooks, it changes shape, it heats up, you can burn it, you can, you put metal in the microwave, you'll see a fucking like a lightning explosion or some shit. But while it's interacting with whatever's in a microwave, you don't see it. You don't see it happening. It's just happening. But something is going on. You're being blasted with microwave radiation. And it's changing whatever you put in it. Whatever you put in a microwave will be changed. So this technology, fifth generation, and I wanted to say that too because it's fifth generation technology. 5G is not, there's not a box that says 5G and you just plug in and say, oh, wow, It's 5G. No, it's fifth generation of certain technologies. So when you talk about the certain technologies, you got to know what these technologies can do. Um, so that's Christopher Nolan. And Christopher Nolan, we all know, brought Zack Snyder. So Christopher Nolan did the pre 9/11 America and pulled up and showed you exactly how it will go down pre 9/11, and it went down. Zack Snyder did the post 9, well, was gonna do the post 9/11 America, because the post 9/11 America is even worse. You can't just have Batman and Catwoman like Christopher Nolan did. In the post 9/11 America, you need the whole Justice League. Because the threat in real life is even worse. So the buildings that was knocked down, it was knocked down as like a symbolic, is the Twin Towers. So we all know the Twin Towers are supposed to be like the Masonic twin pillars called Yakin and Boaz or something, right? So let's say the Masons ruled America. Another crew came in with technology and gave a message to the Masons with probably technology that the Masons had, but it was probably hacked and used, just like Batman that I've been talking about in my theory. Bruce Wayne probably had a satellite up there. Bruce Wayne represents the Masons. He's a dark knight. A knight, he represents the Masons. Old money, blah, blah, blah. That's easy. But, so let's say if the Masons were in control of America, and these are theories. I know some Masons. I'm friends with a few Masons. I'm not a Mason myself. I know some of them. They're cool dudes. I used to think the Masons were like bad, but the more I talk to them, I see they're just regular people. They're, just connected. Whatever they want to do with their connections is what they want to do. So cool. So, they were probably running America, and a new crew. These are theories. This is a theory channel. If it comes true, you just be like, this dude was smart, but whatever. I think the Masons were ruling America. I think a new crew came in. Batman was ruling America. A new crew that Batman knows, Liam Neeson and his crew, came in, who Batman was a part of. Batman was a secret society, the Illuminati secret society, Masons secret society. So remember in the on Batman Begins, when Liam Neeson was in Batman's mansion, Bruce Wayne's mansion, and Bruce Wayne needed to get all the people out of the mansion because he knew Liam Neeson was about to do something crazy. So Bruce Wayne started talking shit like, all right, you just want my money, y'all get out of here, blah, blah, blah. The people that was leaving, those are us. We're not even involved in Liam Neeson and Bruce Wayne's fight. You see what I'm saying? We're not even involved in the Illuminati and the Masons going at each other. I think that's what is, or I don't know if the Illuminati and the Masons, but I think it's some secret society going on. They got so many names, I don't even know. I can't even begin to tell you all their names. But just to keep it easy for us to understand, we just say the Illuminati or the Masons. That's how we wrap them all up. That's just it. So please forgive me, all of that, if that's not how to wrap them up. But that's just on my show. That's how we wrap them up. So the Illuminati did a fucking symbolic gesture to the Masons on 9/11, hitting Yakin and Boaz, or whatever, however they call it, however they say it, on another you know, ritualistic day, 9/11, very ritualistic day. Actually, it's a day after my birthday, 9/10, 9/10 is my birthday. But and I was in New York during 9/11, and I had a dream about it on my birthday. Maybe that's probably why I'm talking about this shit right now. I don't know. God works in mysterious ways. Anyway, so Liam Neeson and Bruce Wayne is about to fight in America. The Illuminati and the Masons were about to fight in America, in Gotham. They did fight. The Illuminati was trying to bring down Gotham, and the Masons were trying to protect it. But basically, the Illuminati was trying to bring down America, and the Masons are trying to protect it, probably. But what does all that mean? Because this is a lot of shit. We talk about a lot of shit in the Snyder Cut movement, but we don't really talk about the secret societies, and that's what I think. That's another level we can go to when we talk real deep shit. So we saw what Christopher Nolan did. The League of Shadows fought the Dark Knight. All right. The end of that series, Bane, who represents the League of Shadows, also wanted to continue Liam Neeson's plan to take down America. Bane hacked a free energy weapon of Bruce Wayne's and used it. Okay, cool. We got that understandable. So now we go to post 9/11 DCEU. Post 9/11 DCEU starts out in 9/11. Why would it not? The ground, what do they call it? The Black Zero event, or I can't even remember the name. So much shit going on. I think it was called the Black Zero event or something like that, but that's pretty much ground zero. That started out during 9/11. Afterwards, you see different things about sex trafficking. You see that moving up into it. You see things about Man of Steel had, different technologies like soul transfer technology, had different technologies showing like free energy technology, genetic engineering, all of that shit on Krypton, digging for minerals, digging for all this gold and shit, or digging the world's minerals dry, the planet's minerals dry. That's what we see in post 9/11 DCEU. Why? Because that's going on Earth right now. They're telling us about post 9/11 America, and Zack Snyder has been setting us up, even with the Watchmen, all the way till right now. He's been telling us the whole time. So Christopher Nolan has too, with the comic book story, and probably with his other movies too. I just haven't really deciphered them. So back in post 9/11 DCEU, we've seen genetic modification on Krypton. We've seen soul transfer machines, Man of Steel. We've seen sex trafficking, BVS. We've seen fake news on BVS. We've seen terrorism on BVS. Terrorism that even blew up the fucking, Capitol building. All being brought out, all being masterminded by an American corporation. They're really telling us some deep ass shit. We've seen alien technology resurrected, used. We've seen genetic modification with Zack to Doomsday. Like I said, sex trafficking. We've seen all of that. We've also seen foreign militaries operating on American soil by the money trail of an American corporation. They're telling us every fucking thing. After BVS happened, then we had Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad talked about the Con Air circle connection. Con Air, that's what Suicide Squad is. They are convicted cons. They dropped in paramilitary through the air and they go do a job. And that job probably is in a war zone or even maybe 9/11. We saw how it looked on the end of Suicide Squad, and it definitely looked like they were in Wall Street, crashed an American flag, blah, blah, blah. But Suicide Squad represented so much because Suicide Squad represented the Mexican people, the black people, the white girls. It represented all of us to come together against a common ground. But what it also showed is the common ground is a foreign enemy. The witch comes from the East. She also had Eastern, insignia all over her. They're telling us what America's being under attack by the East, and we see that also in fucking Batman vs Superman. The Batman Dark Knight trilogy. Liam Neeson comes from the East. Batman was fighting in China. Went to prison in China. Also, remember, we talking about this 5G shit. Remember the cell phone triangulation device that Lucius Fox had? That's 5G technology right there. He said, I don't want to be a part of this. They've been telling us forever. So back to Suicide Squad. So now, some wicked witch from the East comes and hacks America's satellites with technology that's not of this world. The mother box. The mother box probably represents quantum D-wave computers, because D-wave computers are the computers that the AI connects with, that is computing with the dark side. Dun dun dun. Where's Darkseid at now? He's in Justice League, which brings us to Justice League, because in Suicide Squad, I think they hacked Bruce Wayne's satellites with off-world foreign technology through the Wicked Witch of the East. This is all sounding so exciting because it's really going on today. Why? China just released their rollout of their new 5G technology that has brought the world to a standstill. What is 5G technology? It is microwave technology. Who told us about microwave technology already? Was it Christopher Nolan? Yes, it was. Where did that happen? New York, Gotham. All right. What's going on in New York? We're seeing what is happening right now. But Christopher Nolan had a land-based weapon. I think post 9/11, DCEU and Zack Snyder had a satellite-based weapon. Why do I think it was a satellite-based weapon? Because they teased us with her hacking the satellites in Suicide Squad. Also, when AT&T came in to Warner Brothers, or was threatening to buy Warner Brothers, that's when Zack Snyder's movies were stopped. Why? Because Zack Snyder probably told the truth about the weapons on the satellites and how it can be hacked. And why would AT&T not like that? Because they have the satellites with the weapons on them that could potentially be hacked. Who else has them? China. So we get to, we go through a bunch of shit. The merger, Trump, 5G technology and all that. But we also get a shirt. And this is what I want to talk about. The Zack Snyder shirt. Because I think he was telling us about this on the shirt. Now, I'm going to hold it up like this and probably try to explain the shirt. No. Here's what I'll do. Bam. Watch this. Can y'all see that? Maybe. All right, so the shirt. Maybe I can flip this. I know I can flip this, but wow, it won't let me flip it while I got it. All right, so the shirt. Maybe I do it like that. Yep, that might work. So this shirt, when you look at this right here, I hope y'all can see me doing all this. This little box right here, it's a cube. Also right here, cube represents the quantum computer, the fucking D-Wave black cube computer. That cube computes with the dark side because it's AI. AI, how did we know we were talking about AI in this? Because, can you see that? This is blockchain. Blockchain is the DNA to AI because it carries the information through the AI. DNA carries information through a person, right? But what we talking about 5G and all that shit I was talking about, twin pillars. I don't know what this says, but I'm pretty sure some secret society shit. Superman, the sun. Superman represents the power of the sun. He gets his power from the sun. But these free energy weapons also represents the power of the sun because that microwave emitting is the power of the sun, pretty much. Radiation. Radiation, you see radiation right here. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. This this sword right here probably represents a satellite named Excalibur, or a project under a AT&T satellite named Excalibur, which probably in the movie, I don't know if it was AT&T in the movie, but it probably hit the Earth and now has the Earth under the anti-life equation with some more secret society shit right here. Also, I think this is secret society shit also because this is like, it could be the Wayne coffin, and it probably is the Wayne coffin because you see Batman right here, but it's tilted to a way where that W looks like a M, which will go back to what I was talking about, a symbolic strike at the Masons. But all of this, I think represents like the Matrix, because the 5G technology and 6G technology is what is going to start to bring in the Matrix system that they call the grid. I think all of this is the Matrix system that the world is in. You can see with the quantum time, 6G will probably be fucking teleportation, where it'd be the death of time. Because you could fucking transport wherever you fucking want, instantaneous. I think that'd be 6G, but I think this is the beginning of the Matrix, and I think this Matrix is in all of us and outside of all of us. It's in us also, because all of these different, characteristics are characteristics in humans. But our world is trapped around this Matrix. And I think the guys who took over the world on 9/11 used a energy weapon to strike the planet and encapsulate us in this AI fucking Matrix. I think that's what's going on right now. It's AI, technological, able to be hacked, super weapon called 5G, 6G satellites. I think that's what Zack Snyder was trying to warn us about, because that's definitely what Christopher Nolan was trying to warn us about. My camera got foggy because I probably changed something. All right, there we go. Also, that's definitely what Ridley Scott was talking about. Look at the movie Prometheus. I think it was David or Walter, I don't remember, but remember one of those AI robots, cyborgs or whatever, got so smart and realized humans was worthless. So it went to the creators of the humans. It went to their planet and use their weapon against them. It killed the whole planet. It dropped out this black goo on the whole planet. But basically what that is AI realized that we are worthless. That's the scare. That's the scare big enough for the Justice League. That's the scare big enough. Someone has to take down that AI Walter system. But when that satellite is connected to everything, smart grid, smart weapons, smart money, smart blah, 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 whoever owns those satellites control everything. But the scare of those satellites being hacked or being hacked by the dark side is the world's biggest threat. The world's biggest threat has to be handled by the Justice League. There we go. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, bitch.